Not too far away, like just outside that door, there are some people who are putting their lives on hold, fighting these big multinational giants that are almost being invited to come in and ignore the pleas and the cries of our own communities and our farmers, and they're stealing us away.
Country music, our role is to sing up the people and the land. And when you can feel that through the song or the lyric, then that's a job well done, you know. And at the moment, if you're listening to the people and the land, it's crying out for help, you know, as are the communities out there, and Sing You Up is a response to that cry.
For 50,000 years there has been a song sung by those who care about this land that we walk upon.
For 50,000 years this land has been sung to, you know, by Indigenous people traversing the land, you know, along the ancient songlines that crisscross the land, and it needs song. And, you know, that was kept alive with our, you know, our troubadours of past, Slim Dusty and Brian Youngs, and as they traversed the land, I'm seeing that tradition kind of wane away as well, and I'm making a stand. No, I will sing you up.
I will sing you up.
I saw a photograph that my grandmother had taken of my dad when he was very, very young, fishing on the Namoi River on a little property just outside of Boggabri.
Ever since we were kids, you know, we've been going out to the farmhouse where he was born and raised. Before, his father was a shearer and unfortunately had a stroke and died when he was quite young, which forced them off the land in those days. And but there's connection there. There really is a deep connection. Give it another 50,000 years, I'm sure you'd understand the first Australians' connection with the land and just how integral it is to them just by needing to go back to the land. I don't quite understand how to explain it, but you feel a connection where your ancestors have toiled their life and their sweat and their blood and their tears.
Sitting there at the station, the two boys bored out of their minds. Her eyes are unfocused and gazing at the steam clouds coming down the line.
One time I was out there just visiting, just recently actually, as I have done with my children all along. The people who bought the farm after passed from my family's hands were very, very generous in allowing us to go out there and to have family picnics on the bank of the Namoi River. And on a recent trip there, it's now been snapped up, like a lot of the land out there, by the Whitehaven mine. And it was really quite surreal. I was, as I crossed the Iron Bridge to, as you do, as you know, you're getting very close. I was tailgated by a Whitehaven security car, you know, sitting right on my bumper bar. And quite intimidating. Had the camera shoved in my face and then told to move on, that I couldn't actually stand there and look at the old farmhouse, where there now has appeared a very big white hose that's currently sucking, you know, what's left of the Namoi River out from that bend on the river into the mine to wash the coal.
And on the bend of the river, he built father a home, 4 walls in a tin roof, in the shade of a peppercorn, out on 1,200 acres, where all they had was love, on the bend of a river with a million stars above. And he grew
you know, obviously I couldn't sit on the old front steps, and I couldn't just contemplate, you know, the life of my ancestors. I was hurriedly moved on, and then about 5 minutes down the road, pulled over by the police, and then kept there for the next half an hour as they went through everything within the car, and registrations, licences, all that kind of stuff. And I thought, when did this turn into Russia or China? I said, what's going on? So I started to find out about what is actually going on. I went out to Camp Wanda and asked a few questions, and like so many Australians, I was just so ignorant of what was happening. This is not Australia. You know, this is not the Australia that I know or want. I want our vision and our aspirations for Australia to be better than just digging a hole in the ground. If I can just raise the awareness just even of the waste of water, you know, be it from the Namoi or be it from the tables, that'll be my focus. So the fact that that hose comes out from the farmhouse where my father was born and raised is, I don't know, it's a bee in the bonnet, or is it just divine intervention saying, mate, get involved? And if we don't do something about it now, who are we?
And on the bend of the river, he built.
We're at war. There is a foreign takeover happening as we speak, and it's being backed by our politicians and our councils that are supposed to be representing the people and the farming communities out there, and they're being ignored. And these, you know, they're not invading us with bayonets or bullets. It's bureaucracy and bullshit.
Where are you from?
So I'm heading out there with my dad to the property, and I'm going to say, Dad, have a look at this. And where's the water going? Because he's, you know, we've got family there, mate. We've got deep roots in that part of the world. And if we don't help them, what am I?
Well, here we sit. My name's Luke O'Shea. I'm a 45-year-old father of three. This is my 71-year-old father, Rick O'Shea. We are on the banks of the Namoi River, where my father was born, and in the house and the homestead where my great-grandfather built it with his great-grandfather. And we have locked on to a big, ugly pump. This ugly pump sucks the water out of the Namoi River to wash the coal in Australia's largest open-cut coal mine, just over there, which is eating into the Lead State Forest. And this is just to show our support for Australian farmers in this area who have had to jump through hoops and, you know, piles of red tape in order to get access to the fresh water to water their crops, water their livestock. The agricultural regions of this area, long sustained for many, many generations. All of a sudden, Whitehaven mine comes along, and they're allowed access to 85% of the high risk or high security water that comes out of here. 85%. That's 3 billion litres of water to be sucked out of an area which is usually quite dry.
We got poison water, we got it too. We got poison water, we got it too. 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 We got it too.
That was a magic moment. Yeah, a powerful song. And it's just, you know, it's you know, I feel like a goose because this war has been waging for some time, and I'm only coming in quite late in the piece, mate. I know there's a long way to go, but to see just how much pain there is within the farming community and frustration, I think it would be the absolute height of hypocrisy if I'm lucky enough to win a couple of gongs with Sing You Up and I don't do something with that little bit of media attention that I might get.
And the year goes to
Thank you. Thank you very much. I really am blessed. I am a blessed man.
So if we can bring attention to this and to our mates in the music industry and our friends in the cities that are tired of hearing about this stuff and feeling helpless, get involved, hear the call. This is to show our support and to offer hope to other Australians in other areas that are affected by coal mine expansions and CSG. We hear your call, and we're going to do whatever we can to sing you up.
We've got a gift in this country. We've got some of the richest agricultural land just sitting out there on the Liverpool Plains, the Breezer Plains. And we've got to feed this world, mate. And here we are with just enough water to sustain those crops out there. And we are allowing these massive multinational companies to come in and take our best agricultural land, just abuse our water systems. We need to unite. We need to say no, because the people that we vote in are the ones that are allowing this to happen. I think the greatest enemy that we face now is apathy and ignorance. And I think that we have to sing it up.
When I will sing you up, I will sing you up. Yes, I will sing you up.
Right now, I think this land and that river is calling out for us to do something, and I'll answer that call.
Yes, I will sing you up. I will sing you up. Yes, I will sing